Hi, I'm Tiffany.
And I'm Rachel.
And we like to celebrate the many mom badges we as moms earn every day.
So if you're hiding from your kids like we are, you're in the right spot.
Welcome to Mom Badge Podcast.
Today's badge we're earning the,
Can't remember.
What was it? Mom brain.
That's
Mom
it.
brain. We got
That's it.
Yeah. So if you're like us and you experience this, you're not alone.
No.
Like this is, the other day I walked into a room and I was like, I don't even know how I got here.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
it's like this combination of like, I have no sleep. I have a billion things on my mind. And then like somebody hands you something and you're like, how do I even have this thing in my hand? Where did this thing in my hand
Yes.
come from?
How many times have you looked for your phone while you're on your phone?
Oh my gosh. I won't admit how many.
I just say it because it literally just happened. I was like, I can't leave without my phone. Where the heck is my phone? As I'm talking on my phone.
Okay, I was looking all over my car for my sunglasses on my eyes. On my head, covering my eyes. I was like, why is it like this? Why can I not find my sunglasses? There they are, right on my head.
Right on your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
happens a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't even tell you how many times I had mom brain just this morning.
I know, it's insane. Well, and my cute little neighbor, she comes over, and she's so young and so sweet, and she listens to us, so that just makes her, she gets an extra badge for that, because she listens, because she's not even a mom yet. And I'll be like talking, and I'm like, and then we need that thing, and I will explain everything about the thing, but I can't think of the word.
Yes.
That is the thing.
Oh,
And she's
yes.
like, really? And I'm like, I am so sorry. And then we went to the grocery store the other day and we had to pick up one of my daughter's friends on the way home. And she was like, oh, don't forget to pick up so-and-so. And I was like, oh my gosh, I would have totally forgotten about her. Like,
Yeah.
I would have gone home and then walked in and my daughter would have been like, where's my friend? And I would have been like,
What friend?
what friend? And I forgot multiple times on that trip that I needed to pick up said friend.
Yes.
And it was like, oh my gosh, why?
I you know what always baffles me is that I'll go to the grocery store thinking I'll remember everything without writing it down.
Oh my gosh. Why do we tell ourselves that lie? Like, it's the greatest lie I tell myself is that
It is.
I'll remember.
I have a lot more confidence in future Tiffany than I do in current
Oh
Tiffany.
my gosh. Well, I always say the past Rachel is a jerk to future Rachel.
Oh,
Because
yes.
the past Rachel will be like, I don't need to write that down. And then the future Rachel's like, I can't even
Right.
remember when I brushed my teeth last.
Right.
And the toothbrush is in my hand. And so...
That made me stop for a second. There was a mental pause. I was like, wait a minute.
What?
She makes a valid point. When did I do that last?
When did that happen? And it's in my hand. So, yeah, and just the other day, I was like, oh, hey, totally had a mom moment because I started the dryer with nothing in it. I was just in my laundry. It's like muscle memory almost. So I started the washer and then I started the dryer and I was like, why is it so loud? Because I have my dryer balls in there. And I was like, oh, that's because there's zero clothing, zero wet garment in there right now. And I just started it. And
just maintaining. Maintenance.
And honestly, like, I can't figure out if it's because number 4 still isn't a great sleeper. And so I am just exhausted all of the time. And plus I'm on a medication that makes me really tired. So I wonder if it's like I'm constantly like, I just need a nap. And I can't do everything.
I asked my child,
The teenager.
do I ever have mom brain? And she just laughed at me and then named off several times. And her favorite that she will not let me forget. She's 14, y'all. This is from kindergarten.
Oh my gosh.
And I was with Rachel. Me and Rachel were in school too at the time. We were taking sewing class. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And you guys, she had a half day at school.
Oh, no.
And we were at the fabric store an hour after that half day at school. You know,
Did they not call you?
Well, I don't know if I had a cell phone.
I don't know. This is almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, I mean,
We are in the year 2020. You had that phone in 2010.
Did I?
I had a cell phone in 2010.
They didn't call me because I remember we were like looking through fabric and go, oh, I had like the Home Alone moment.
Yes.
Where's
Kevin?
Yeah, where's Kevin? And we like dropped everything and went to go pick her up.
Oh,
and she's this little kindergartner. And, you know, it was like one of those moments where I'm like, I gave my mom junk for this all the time.
And here I am.
And here I am doing it right now. And her other favorite time is when I lost my keys at Target. Mm-hmm. We looked for 2 hours for my keys.
Oh.
And then we were finally resigned that we were going to have to get, like, new keys made of everything until my husband found them.
Where were they?
On the roof of the car.
Oh.
And it just, like, happens. And you know what's so sad about that? Is that was the second time in a month.
Oh, no. Come on.
The first time I didn't know I lost my keys, we went to a festival with my mom. And we came back and I was like, my keys are on my roof.
And they, like, stayed on your roof even as you, like, drove through the festival and stuff? Or
No, like, we walked around the festival and we came
Oh.
back, like, 3 hours later.
And your keys
And
were
my
just
keys
hanging
were
out on
just
the roof?
hanging out on the roof. And I was like, dang, I must be driving a really POC.
POS.
Is it? I always call it piece of crap.
Oh. I must be driving a real POC. You know what, Tiff, like, to make you feel better, because my mom, she had 7 kids.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
she's an amazing woman, and I don't know how she did it all, but I played the cello, as you know. And on the days that I brought home the cello from elementary school, I had to have a ride home because I couldn't, like, cart that thing. I normally walked home.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I remember vividly standing at the school, deserted. It was deserted. Nobody was left.
No.
The front office lady was some battle axe, and she wouldn't let me call my mother.
Oh, come on.
I know. And so I remember standing there with tears running down my face.
Oh,
and
it's like a sad commercial.
Oh my God, commercial. Tears running down my face. And then my mom driving past, okay? And my older sister looking out the window going, there's Rachel. And she drove right past and came back and got me. She must have been like taking her to work or something. There's Rachel. She's only been missing for 45 minutes.
Different times.
Times.
Your brother always talks about the time he was supposed to be picked up from cross country.
Yeah.
And your mom stopped to help somebody grocery shop.
Oh my gosh, that's when she helped the old and she was gone for hours. I remember at night being like, where's mom? And dad's like, I don't know, kids.
My mom forgot us all the time, too.
Yeah.
Like, all the time. And when we moved, and my brother was in high school, he had to do summer school because they had different requirements here than they did from where we lived.
Yeah.
And I worked at an old, this is going to date me, Robinson May.
Whoa.
If you don't know what that is, it's okay. I didn't know until I moved, and it's no longer there. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But I'd get home from work, and if my brother wasn't there, that meant my mom forgot him like 2 hours beforehand.
Oh, terrible. And your mom's like so thoughtful and everything too.
I know. She's
this
just
does
super
not-
busy lady.
Yeah.
Like, we have all these hats that we wear. We multitask. We do all these things. And so if something gets forgotten, like your children at the end of a conference at a hotel, Mom, then that wasn't specific, right?
That wasn't. Your mom's not going to listen to this, right?
I think she's our biggest fan.
I love her. The thing is, though, like, it doesn't mean that we are not thoughtful women.
No.
That we forget our children or forget, like, these big things that happen. Or, like, forget that we haven't showered in days, except for the funk.
Yeah.
You know,
I
like,
mean, sometimes I gotta be told.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. And, like, I think we need to remember it's not, like, a factor of us. You know, like, and my son actually has homeschool right now, and since summer school, and since we're doing the COVID stuff right now, he has to do it on the internet, and it's only from 9:30 to 10. And do I remember? And it's only on Tuesdays, Thursdays from 9:30 to 10. I can never remember. Yeah. And so it is like an alarm on my phone, and I'm so thankful because Tiff and I, we went and worked out today, and I had to, like, step out of the class because I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot about my son's summer school. It's insane.
I can't even tell you. We were going to do a parade for all these youth in our neighborhood, you know, let them know that we love them and are still thinking of them.
Yeah.
And I seriously thought that Thursday was Friday.
Oh my gosh.
And I just missed it. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, it was yesterday. How did I miss this?
Throw all this COVID junk into it, and we have no indicator of what day of the week it is.
Yeah.
So like, we don't have really the weekend.
No.
Every day is the weekend.
Yes.
So what day is Saturday? You know, and like,
it hurts.
It hurts my brain.
Brain.
I'm so thankful for my phone that has a calendar on it. So then I can be like, this is how I know what day of the week
Google
it is.
Home is my best friend.
Yeah.
Because it says the date on it, and I'm like, oh, bills are due soon.
Yeah, we gotta pay bills. Yeah. In Psychology Today, actually,
fancy.
They talked about, like, the actual, like, physics?
Biology?
Yeah, they talk about the actual biology of the mom brain and how it's actually a real thing. So the author of this article said she was forgetful, absent-minded, and incredibly emotional. I haven't hit the incredibly emotional thing.
Oh, I've gotten it.
Really?
Yeah, I get super emotional.
Like after you had the teen?
Yeah.
Like more emotional? Yeah.
I definitely, like, the harder it is, because, like, right now, the things I forget that are big in her life.
Yeah.
For her, feel like they're life-changing moments.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I just I impose guilt on myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh my gosh, she forgot this Zoom meeting with her peers.
Yeah.
And she has no social contact right now because she's, one and only. And so it's emotional because I'm like, am I jacking up my kids' milestones?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so this article will help you feel better. It'll help you get rid of that mom guilt because it's really a thing. It says researchers from Autonomous University of Barcelona, which sounds fake, by the way. I didn't Google it, but I'm going to accept it since it's in Psychology Today.
It's in Psychology Today. Barcelona's a real place.
Barcelona is, but autonomous sounds rather autonomous. So they scanned the brains of a group of women before and after they gave birth and found that changes in the structure of their brain that were long-lasting. So it changes, like literal giving birth changes our brains and remained for at least 2 years.
Yeah!
Well,
what's my excuse?
I don't know if you have one anymore. So importantly, these changes were particular to the parts of the brain that are most active when women were looking at pictures of their baby. So there still needs to be more research on it and things like that. But it says even it happens in both mothers and fathers. And
Interesting.
whoever, the research found increased activity in the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for emotional processing, and both mothers and fathers.
Wow, so there's
just
dad brain too.
So there's dad brain. So this suggests that there isn't something special about physically experiencing pregnancy and childbirth that changes how the brain responds to babies. So although some changes are mother specific, it says. So I mean, even
interesting,
these adoptive moms, these moms who are lucky enough to adopt a baby,
like
they
have mom brain.
They can have mom brain. So I mean, even like these adoptive moms, they can start having that mom brain. So it's
crazy.
A thing. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So they even compare it to how we experience romantic love. Yes. We will link the full article on our show notes.
Absolutely. It will be there. Okay. So, are you ready?
Are we going to go down the mommy rabbit hole?
Dun, dun, dun. So, we've been talking a lot about mom brain, especially when we're around each other. I feel like sometimes it's increasing. I think I rely on you too much as a crutch to remember things for me.
I don't know. I obviously haven't noticed.
But my friend on Facebook posted this, and I thought, yes, this is mom brain. And I don't know who wrote it. It's unknown. So if you wrote it, let me know, because
we want to know you, and we want to be your friend.
We need to talk.
Yeah.
We got things in common.
We need you in our life. Yeah.
But so this is what she posted on Facebook, and I just loved it. It says, I needed to do laundry, but then I realized I was out of detergent. So I went to write a shopping list and realized how unorganized the junk drawer was. And I started checking pens for ink. When I went to toss all the junk, I saw that the trash was full, but before I took it out, I wanted to get rid of all that old food in the fridge. Then I realized a juice jug had leaked, so I needed to clean it, but when I went to grab a rag, I saw the pantry closet was a nightmare, so I started organizing it. And that's how I ended up on the floor looking at old photo albums from the 1990s and not doing laundry.
Yes!
And,
well, like...
mind blown!
Mind blown, because we have to do all of these things. There's laundry, and then we have to, like, keep up with these Pinterest people who have, like, perfectly organized closets, and then we look at our closets and we're like, this looks like somebody vomited in here.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
This is a clothes vomit.
Okay, so legit, one time I went to my pantry, and I was like, this is an empty box. Take it out, which is a super annoyance of mine, FYI. Went in to reach for the other box. It, too, was empty. And so then I was like, now I got to organize this. It took 6 hours.
Oh, my gosh. Why would it take you 6 hours?
Because I was like, now I got to put it away in a way that I know where everything is and that my family can find everything, because when they come and look, it's never there. But I can see it, so I got to organize it in that way. And it legit took me that long. And I probably stopped along the way to do other things, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I probably was like, why is this spoon in here? Oh, I gotta do the dishes. You know, like, just like silly things like that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, and I feel like even when we're like, okay, I'm going to get this thing done, it never will happen. You know, like, even doing the dishes, I have at least 3 kids come up to me and, like, say, oh, hey, can you do this for me?
Well, I just think it's really hard. We wear all these hats, and I think our expectation of self is super high.
Yes.
That we are... It's easier to forget, you know, when we put so many things on our shoulders. I don't know about you. I'm terrible at delegating in my house.
Likewise.
And I could be better.
It's because I have a high level of neuroses. Let's just be honest here. So... yeah, I have a very helpful husband, and he's like,
likewise.
Can I fold the laundry? And I'm like, no, because you don't do it right. You know?
Yes.
and it's ridiculous, you know? I should be able to, like, let him, but I don't.
It's, you know, whenever my husband asks where something is, I'm like, I'll just get it for you.
Yes.
Because, and it has nothing to do with his ability to find things, because if I give him very clear directions, but I'm like, it will just be easier. Yeah. Because I don't want to say, like, third shelf from the left between the chicken nuggets and, you know, like, it's
and then
just...
they'll start, like, rifling through the cupboard and like, disorganize everything.
So when you hear, like, things, like, when I hear dishes going, I get anxiety about it. Is it just me? No. Like, I'm like, why are they moving things in my kitchen? Am I going to have to, like, I've recently let the teenager unload the dishwasher. FYI, this is the first time having a dishwasher in 4 years.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. And I can't be in the room with her. Mm-mm. She's going to put things in the wrong spot. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I've kind of, like, made myself live with it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, because I have to be, like, if I'm going to have somebody help me, I have to be okay with it's not going to be like how I do it.
Yeah. You know? Yeah, but it took a long time to, like, figure that out.
Yeah, yeah. Moms, it's rough out there. You can't be as neurotic as us.
You know, I created this jungle myself, and it's really hard to, like, face sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready for my rabbit hole?
Yes, I'm so excited.
Okay. So there's actually, I know I always do BuzzFeed and Reddit, but apparently these are just what I'm on all the time. But I did find that Psychology Today article. So
hey, I'm like super impressed.
So, yeah, we'll put this link in the show notes because it is pretty hilarious. Because there's this mom who remembered the coffee but forgot the cup. And it's like her Keurig machine. No cup under there. So it's like all over the counter. And this mom who couldn't figure out why her sock wouldn't fit. And she's putting a baby sock on her foot.
Oh, that's perfect.
And I've actually done this, okay, guys, where I go to a birthday party either a day late or like the wrong time.
Yes.
Or like a day early. And it says, you know, you're looking forward to a kid's birthday party when you show up a day early. You know, and it's like, oh, I've so done this. And it's like, you like knock on the door and they're like, what the heck are you doing here? And you're like, I don't know. And this mom whose brain fought with a toaster and lost every round. There is every single piece of toast burned. It's just charred on everyone. Yeah. This mom who walked out of the house wearing 2 different shoes. And actually,
I've done that before.
I had a friend that was like, I walked around all day with one eye of mascara done. Not the other eye. The other eye, no makeup. Just one eye with mascara. And she's like, I looked like a freak. And it's mom brain.
It's mom brain. Oh, for sure.
Oh, my gosh. And, you know, we'll just have to link this up.
Can I just respond on Instagram to our question when the last time they experienced mom brain? And I think everybody can relate. She's like, every time I walk into a room and can't remember what I was there for. And that was from crimeaholics.podcast.
Oh my gosh.
I feel her because
I feel her pain.
That's like, I've literally walked into the bathroom and like, why am I here?
Yeah.
Even if I have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Like, you like walk in and out and you're like,
I still need to go.
No. I mean, it's not even that. It's like, you walk in and out and you're like, I don't even know why I'm in here for. Did I need a ponytail?
Well, we know Rachel does that with her teeth.
I do that with my teeth. Standing there like, when did I brush my teeth? And it's like, I'm holding the toothbrush. You know?
Holding the toothbrush,
yeah.
Or like changing soap is the worst.
Yes, because then you're like, why did I come in here? You can't figure it out.
Yes. To change the soap. Oh, man. So what can we do for mom brain?
Honestly, I think the best thing to do is laugh at ourselves.
Yeah. Well, I wrote accept it.
Accept it.
It's just going to happen.
Yeah, I wish we had like some cure, but I think the cure is get enough rest and don't do so much. Maybe like
delegate maybe a little.
And I think maybe even do like a little bit of meditation.
Oh, I love things like that.
I found that when I have like the best memory is when I'm like keeping a journal, to tell you the truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So like I haven't done that in, I don't know how long because I have a mom brain.
Yeah.
So that's my badge today.
Well, you gave a really good tip earlier
Mhm.
that you set a timer for your number 3's homeschooling.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great tip. I actually use something called, and I'm going to say it wrong, so somebody correct me.
Is it Massachusetts?
No. It's the Pomodoro technique.
What?
Pomodoro. Yeah.
Whoa!
So
Pomodoro.
I do this when I do tasks because I find that if I'm doing one task and I start thinking about another task, I will abandon the task I'm doing to do the other task. And I don't know who else is like that, but yeah, it started recently. So I like looked up stuff I could do, and this has really helped me. So basically, you set a timer for 25 minutes to do the task that you're going to do. It is for that task only.
Yeah.
And you do what you need to get done, and then when the timer ends, you get a 5-minute break. But what happens if you think of the next task you got to do?
You write it down?
You write it down. You have a pen and paper next to you, and you just write it down. And then you keep doing that task. Mm-hmm. And I actually find I get more done if I do it in shorter periods of time, because I'm like, I'm going to get these dishes
like when
in 20
child
minutes.
comes in and they're like, hey, I'm bleeding from every orifice?
Well, if they're really bleeding, they probably wouldn't have come in.
It's true.
They would have been stopped where they were screaming.
Yeah. What do you do when like a child's screaming? Like, do you like pause the timer?
I have paused the timer. But usually my child doesn't bug me because then I give them a task to do. I look on my sheet and I'm like, hey, this is what I have to get done. I'd love to sit down and play a game with you. If you want me to get done faster, why don't you pick a task off my sheet and you can do it. And so she usually doesn't bug me, but she has done things for me before. Like she vacuumed for me once. I was just trying to think of something recent, but she'll vacuum for me or, things like that. So that I will have that time. Also, I started this when she was younger. She's never been good at it, but I really like it. If I'm in the middle of a conversation with somebody or I'm doing something, instead of going, Mom, Mom, she puts her hand on my shoulder.
Oh.
And
see, I just can't have my kids touching me all the time.
The thing is it's like, once I acknowledge her and I'm like, hold on, she puts her hand down, but she knows that I'm going to talk to her as soon as I can. It's more for her realizing that I understand that she needs my attention at that moment in time, but I'm busy. She's going to have to practice her patience a little bit, but I will get to her, and she knows I'll get to her. And I usually, if like somebody's drawing on and on and on, I will interrupt and go, I am so sorry. Let me really quickly attend to her, and then I'd love to get back into this.
Yeah.
That way she knows she's still a priority, but she can interrupt me at the same time.
Yeah.
So I usually do that with her, too. She doesn't bug me, though, when I'm cleaning.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't want to clean.
Well, my kids always come up and they're like, Mom, I'm bored. And I'm like standing here like, I'm cleaning a bathroom. Do you really want me to give you like something to make you not bored?
I had a psychology teacher once. He was like, if anybody ever comes up to you and says they're bored, then you turn around to them and say, you must be a boring person. Yeah. And just keep doing what you're doing.
Well, my kids have learned not to say that to me anymore because I'm like, oh, good, you can go take out the garbage.
Yeah. So, that's my whole thing. I do this method. You give yourself 5-minute breaks. If you have an idea or you start to think something and look up on Pinterest, you write it down, and you can do it. After 4 check marks, you get a 25-minute break.
What?
Yeah, I give myself little check marks for tasks.
Like a little star at the end of the day?
Yeah, okay. I'm a mom, but I still need to be rewarded, okay? It's self-care, guys.
Self-care. We gotta remember that.
Yeah. Reward yourselves. Reward yourselves with laying down in a dark room with the fan on and just being.
Yeah. My daughter walked in the other day as I was like just laying down in the dark, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just not."
Yeah.
I'm just doing nothing. You know, just let me not right
Let
now.
you not. I love
and
that.
she's like, She obviously doesn't get it. Her 13-year-old mind is probably like, my mom's nuts.
We would love to hear from you, so hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, or even send us an email. We want to know your stories, advice, and what we could do better.
Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tell your friends about us. You can also leave a review so other fantastic moms like you can find Mom Badge Podcast too.
So moms, as we leave you this week, hold your cookie dough high and wear those mom badges proud as we salute you and all the hard work you do every day.
Be sure to come back next week and find out what mom badge you earned. What badge did we earn today?
Today we earned the...
Shoot, I already forgot.
the mom brain badge.
There it is.
Mom brain.
I only get
So
it every
wear
once in a while.
that badge proud because you earned that.
You earn it
As
every
we
day.
learned in that Psychology Today article, it's something you earn because you are a mother.
Yes, you and you're a primary caregiver. It doesn't matter how you receive that child.
Yeah,
Your
doesn't
mom
matter.
brain will develop. Congratulations.
You've made it.
You made it. Thank you guys for joining us. Bye.
See you next week on Mom Badge Podcast.